Hello, everybody, and welcome to Next Week Now. It is our first week of Brothers War that just happened. Joining me today is our co host, Jay Fish.
Hey guys.
Okay, now for those who have no clue what we're talking about when we're talking about curiosity, why don't you tell them about this, Jay Fish?
So Curiosity is a 40 card format that's sort of meant to be a blend between constructed and limited. We have deck building restrictions where we have to have a certain number of uncommons and rares in our decks. Um, Sorry guys, this is my first time trying this tracky.
No, you're
Am,
doing
am
good.
I what should I mention here now though?
Yeah, just like the rares and uncommons, commons rules.
All right, so we have to have 40 card decks. We can use up to 3 copies of a common card. We can use up to 2 copies of an uncommon card, but our deck has to have 6 uncommons. So usually you'll want to have 3 pairs. And your decks also have to have they have to have 2 rares or mythics. They have to be different cards. And there's no restrictions on your sideboard, but at the start of the game you need to follow the restrictions. So you can't sideboard out 8 commons for 8 rares.
Right. Yep. So when you bring in your common, you have to take out a common. When you bring in your mythic, you have to take out a rare mythic, so on and so forth. Now, let's get into the meat and bones of the video, which is the deck itself. So today we are showcasing Blue White Soldiers. This was the deck I piloted this week, and it was the winning deck list of this week. Now, because it was the winning deck list, what happens is the rares and mythics of the winning deck list are suspended. So, viewers, you see the Siege Veteran and the Sky Strike Officer, they're gone. I'm going to yeet them. There we go. Yeet's still a word, right? All the cool kids use that still.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I can't imagine it's completely left the popular lexicon.
I like it. It's a good word. And in their place, I'm going to add Miro, Shield of Argive, and Harbin Vanguard Aviator. Now,
Is that guy's name? I've been calling him Hagrid, like from Harry Potter.
okay. Weird. Why is Harbin standing like above the rest? Is this to show that he's flying in the air? I don't know. Anyways, so the loss of Siege Veteran is not really a big deal. It's a good card, but like Blue White Soldiers has so many good rares that you can use in its place that it's no big loss. Sky Strike Officer though, now that's a real loss, as I'm sure Jayfish can attest to, since you got beaten by Sky Strike Officer in one of our games.
Yeah, being a two furry is kind of big in this format.
Yeah, yeah, and just it provides insane card advantage. Actually, like you wouldn't expect it. It's like, oh, I need like 3 soldiers, but like it's really easy to get like 6 soldiers on the board, and then just start drawing 2 cards every turn cycle. Um, until the point where you can actually go on the offensive. So we'll see how this list will do with Harbin and Miro, but both of those cards are pretty good. Now, for the rest of the deck, um, it's a strong deck. This should come as no surprise to people who watched our Curiosity set review. We both had good things to say about soldiers, right?
Yeah, we both kind of agreed that Soldiers is going to be a pretty impactful deck, especially with Sky Strike Officer. But you don't have him this week, so
Yeah.
let's see how they play
Yep.
out.
Yep. So it's a very aggressive deck. You have a lot of either above curve static creatures and also a lot of flyers as well. Um, and it's also a lot of flyers that can be played at instant speed. So this plays a lot like your standard tempo deck, where on turn 2 you hold up your scatter ray, and if they play something, well, you scatter ray it, and if not, then you flash in one of your flyers. Um, also has a horde of instant speed removal and protection options as well, both in the main and in the sideboard. Lauren's Escape is an absolutely fantastic card that protects your cards from removal. You got Disenchant. In the sideboard, you got Deadly Riposte, however you pronounce it. And like even Survivor of Corliss, like when it dies and stuff, like you can pay 2 mana to scry to. So that provides this deck with a lot of big late game oomph. There's a lot of good mana sinks in Ambush Paratrooper and Air Marshal, Recruitment Officer, and all these bodies also take stat buffs as well. So cards like Recommission, in addition to providing, not quite card advantage, but like it gets back a good creature, and like it makes it like even more powerful, which is threatening on the flyer. Ambush Paratrooper buffs your entire board. Yoshin Tactician. All these things cause blue-white flyers to be a very versatile, aggressive deck that can basically handle any situation that comes its way. Okay. Do you have any thoughts on the deck? I know you didn't play it, but like you played against it.
Yeah, so during our matches, like you mentioned, the turn 2 counterspell, it was very impactful because I tapped out on turn 2 and I took the risk that because I had a Disfigure in my hand. And you actually, I didn't know this at the time, obviously, but on turn 3, you were able to tap out for Siege Veteran, which is something about curiosity. Our rares are very powerful. You got to always be thinking about them. But we have open deck lists, so it's usually not too big of a deal.
Right. Okay, cool. Then some sideboard stuff. Yeah, remove. Oh wait. Sorry, I took out a Disenchant. Also added in another Deadly Riposte because I have the feeling that Soldiers aggro is going to be a very common thing. So good to add in another Riposte in that case. But like Prison Sentence and Disenchants for more like of the big artifact stuff. Soul Guide Lantern bring in against like graveyard decks, and then Platoon Dispenser. You side out Harbin in decks that are heavy on like the cheap removal, like against a deck playing Disfigures and stuff. You don't really want Harbin, but Platoon Dispenser provides solid card advantage there. Okay. Yeah, there's the deck, and we're going to go ahead and get into games. Let's see. Challenge you.
And for the deck I will be piloting, going with I kind of cheated on this one. I didn't take one of the winning list completely. Mert Cannon took 3rd place, I believe. And he was playing black-white less than free, but I didn't like his build, so I'm playing mine, but I took a little bit of inspiration from his.
Which we'll see how that turns out. Jfish went 1 and 2 this week, while Mercan.
Oh yeah, I bombed this week. It was not good.
Yeah, I'll keep this.
I will mulligan this. This looks a lot better.
Also, look at my sweet sleeves. Oh, they're so cool.
These were from one of the secret rares, like.
Yep. Meanwhile, Jfish over here with his Ebon Deaths, not as cool, but he has cooler lands than I do, so. Yeah, Survivor of Corliss, just early game play. Actually decently solid against aggressive decks because they tend to play a lot of scrappy work mutts.
There's one of those Mercan cards I wasn't playing, Thraxodemon.
I think Thraxodemon is an important card to have because it allows you to sacrifice things that are under a prison sentence. Bring in the Ambush Paratrooper.
And here is one that Merkant was not playing, but I think is very crazy in this archetype.
Ooh,
Gurgling
yes.
Anointed. Yes.
That card did very well for you in our matchups. It kept on recurring all your stuff. Not saving anything, but Survivor of Corliss is easy enough to put into play again. So this allows me to be more aggressive. So yeah, now my Zephyr Sentinel is a 4/3. I'm likely out of the range of your removal for at least another turn because Overwhelming Remorse costs 5 mana, so you can't hit Yoshin Tactician. I don't believe your list plays Go for the Throat.
It is not. And another one of the merchant cards that I wasn't playing. I didn't particularly like Chaplain. I just thought it'd be bad milling your reanimator spell, but I mean his list scored better than mine, so
yeah, I like Airlift Chaplain in the white black deck. It provides solid card advantage and it provides a flyer, which that's going to be important. Speaking of flyers, I play a single copy of Aeronaut Cavalry because it's a big card, so it's a good late game threat to have. Likely there is a disfigure, but I'll still attack. I'm gonna assume. Yep. Okay. As I figured. As I disfigured. Stop ringing your phone. Okay. Now, though, we're at the point in the game where Ambush Paratrooper is online. Ambush Paratrooper being online is a big deal.
yeah, there were a lot of times in our game where I just misplayed around the map of Paratrooper, which was saying something because I was playing one myself.
I'll get in 1 extra point of damage. Play my Survivor. Yeah. Gurgly and Anointed very much likes these stat buffs that Hero of the Dunes is giving it, though. I didn't think about that until you ended up playing it. Oh no, my Yoshin Tactician. That's actually a big deal. I only have that in my grave, huh? I'm still free to attack. Right? No, I don't want to attack with Ambush Paratrooper. I'll bring you down to 3. I'm fine with that. And then let's bring in a Zephyr Sentinel. Ooh, another Girthing Anointer. It provides you with the blockers you need at this point.
I don't recall if I'm still playing any Warren's Escape, which is why I played out the land there. Usually you'd want to hold on to that to bluff something.
Yeah, like normally I would have access to Jfish's deck list, but not this time. Let's see. No, I still don't want to attack with Ambush Paratrooper. Losing that would actually be a big. Actually, no, you can't double block Ambush Paratrooper, so it is fine to. Hello, doggy. It's fine to attack with Ambush Paratrooper at this point. What Jfish will do now is start sacrificing things to a Thraxidemon.
I do know I'm on free disfigure, so there is some math I need to do here. But I'm also too lazy to do math.
No, my stuff is dying here, so I can. But yeah, Thraxidemon also very good Power Stone Engineer. You can sacrifice both the Power Stone Engineer and the Power Stone it produces, which is good card advantage there. Yeah, I'll play my hand out. I want to thin a land. Wait, are you playing Gix?
Yeah, I'm still playing Gix.
Okay, I should have waited on the Evolving Wilds then. You don't have the mana to do it, but still, you know.
And drawing the disfigure now doesn't help.
Okay. So there we see a lot of very powerful flyers getting the job done. Now, post sideboard, as I mentioned, Harbin not really the best in this matchup. More of a platoon dispenser kind of thing. What's your graveyard recursion like outside of the Gurgling Anointers?
It's a lot. It's Heroes of the Dune, Anointer, and Recommissions.
Okay. So yes, this is the matchup where you bring in a Soul Guide Lantern. Now, don't you make sideboard decisions based solely on what I'm saying out loud, okay? In this case, not playing much in the way of that, so I can take that out. Still want one of these. Okay. Yeah, we're on. So let's go that. Okay. This is not a matchup where Disenchant is very good. You don't really play any of the big artifact dudes. So this is the one where we bring in our more anti-aggressive stuff. Sure, I'll kill that. And he's back. Aha, I have nothing in my hand.
Yep.
You weren't expecting that.
Here's the other rare I was playing, Phyrexian Dragon Engine.
Yep.
No red mana to unearth it, but it just cares about being resummed anyhow, so I think the card's pretty good in this archetype.
Yeah, I would very much agree with that. Okay, at this point, Survivor of Corliss is just going to chump itself. It's no longer a worthwhile body.
I was holding this up just because I wanted to get it out of my hand for another reason, but it feels like we're gonna have time to play it.
Guess this is fine. I mean, obviously, this card is fine. It's a 3/4. That's all I need. Ooh, are we going to see the Sacrifice Dragon Engine bring it back?
We're going to, but this other card I drew has to make me think it out.
What you got in here, anyways? Oh, that's right. Dreams are a sideboard card for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, solid sideboard card in this format. Those discard cards have done pretty well for themselves. I'm just going to put a kibosh on that plan of yours. No, I'll hold back. No, I'll still hold back, I guess. Good old Mural.
I don't know why it didn't give me
Mural.
priority. Oh, right.
Yeah, Mural's a good card. You can't even activate abilities.
This was a line I forgot about, so it makes me question why you haven't been attacking though.
Because you can just trade the Dragon Engine for it.
Yeah, but you have a known escape in hand.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to use it now.
I guess.
Now I can use it. You'll suffer.
I'm gonna have to make you use that escape if I want to try to win this.
Okay. And yep, I will make use of it. Yeah, I can keep this on top. Okay. Let's have Mural die.
Nope. Don't have the case going.
No, you're not. Onboarded. Graveyard removal. Let's go.
Well, didn't quite matter here, I guess. Although Tapper almost did not work for me.
Oh, let's go. I was hoping you wouldn't get the second recommission, but yeah. I mean, you know I have the land, so I might as well just play it out.
Yeah, I don't think it's really going to matter here. There's no real board wipe that can answer this.
Yeah, there's not many board wipes in this format. There's what, Urza Silex and Brotherhood's End, I think, are the only two?
Well, let's hope you're playing one of those.
Yeah, I brought in the board wipe for my own stuff. No, I'm not letting you draw her. And here's the situation where Air Marshal is good.
Yeah, this one's Gonzo.
Okay. Maybe you should have been playing Merkin's list. Sorry.
Merkin's list, I don't know, it's just strange to me. It's like there's a whole bunch of random cards that I don't think are that necessary. But again, he scored better, so what do I know?
No. I mean, he's got like Ichor Wellspring stuff going on, which I'm a fan of. Like sacrificing Ichor Wellspring to Thraxodeme and then recommissioning the Ichor Wellspring to like get some card advantage going, and doing that combined with Tokasia's Welcome. It's interesting to say the least. Anyways, that was game one. We got to see the power of Blue-Eyed Soldiers. Let's go ahead and get into game two. What are your overall thoughts on white-black, though?
I think it's a very fun deck. I'm definitely going to play it at least one more week. Might wait until some of the soldier rares get banned, but I think it's a very fun deck.
Yeah, I'm probably going to play white-black on week 3. That's what I got scheduled so far. Yes, I'm the kind of nerd who schedules out a deck, so I'm going to play each week.
Speaking of decks, this is Ned Bob's Thrall 2 list I'm playing right now.
Ooh. Nope. I had 1 land, now 0 lands. Okay. Okay. Not much you can do when you mull down to 5. At least this deck plays cheap stuff. Like this recruitment officer. Yeah, blue black seems to have done pretty well this week. Like we had another list that went 2-1. Was in the final matchup, so in contention for going 3.
You know, knowing your own soldiers, I probably could have mulliganed a bit more
Yeah.
aggressively.
Yeah. Like, I know you don't have instant speed removal in that list, right?
That is not true. Do I have instant speed removal I can
Oh, wait.
play right now?
Yeah, you have Disfigure. Oh, I'll still play this.
Here's hoping he's on the uncommon. Everything gets -1/-1 effect. Or is it -2/-2?
-1/-1, unfortunately. If it was -2/-2, that card would be like really good. In response, I'll give my cards flying. Not much this deck can do against instant sorceries. It's not that kind of deck. I'll counter this. I'll basically counter that. Your deck plays that stuff, so I want this on top. Plus, you're in the kind of situation where you don't really have much that can save you. Anything that can save you? I don't know.
Sure, either.
You need like a
we can
gurgling anointer.
With this Mutt and try to dig and hope that they're playing that -1/-1 effect.
Nope, they are not. But gurgling anoint. No, gurgling anointer will save you.
Yeah, I like that hand in a vacuum, but I should have known you were on soldier, so I shouldn't have kept it.
Right, yeah. Based on what you have, this one actually is probably a more tricky matchup for me. My sideboard is not the greatest against your deck. I probably want to bring that in over a recommission. You have the disfigures, but like you also have overwhelming remorse, so recommission's not as great in this matchup. And you're unlikely to bring in your Gix's Crest from the sideboard just because like Gix's Crest seems bad against soldiers. You play much with the graveyard. Some, but not enough to warrant a Soul Guide Lantern. What do you think? Is Soul Guide Lantern going to be a card that shows up in at least one of in every sideboard, or what?
Yeah, I would definitely play Lantern. All right, well, let's try this one, but I'm worried that it's just a little too slow. So, was I on the play last game?
No, I was.
And yeah, this might be fine. No, especially if I do draw the black source. I was a little worried about that.
Oh no, I have nothing to play on turn 2. Yeah. Is an ambush paratrooper. Yeah, I'll play Wing Commando. Yep, figured. Ooh, discarding a remorse. Interesting. What have you got in that hand of yours? Perhaps not lands is the answer. No, no, you have lands. Okay. I always love how Evangel gives himself the menace for like the turn he enters the battlefield, but just doesn't do anything with it. Let's start hitting hard. decently impressed with Yotian Tactician. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it's been turning out. Yeah, I'll take a I'll take a bunch of damage, sure. And I'll give in turn. Because I got a Survivor of Corliss who can just block. Let's go. You were playing Combat Courier in your list this week, and I was like surprised how effective it was, since you had no like blue.
Yeah, I feel like the deck just needed a 1-drop to get back with Angler most of the time.
Yeah.
And also the draw is a little synergistic with the Anointer also.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Yes, those. It won't matter. The Soldier's deck just dodges a lot of.
I'll survive. Yeah, the Soldier's deck is like, once they're 2/3s, like they can like survive anything basically. Maybe red has a better chance because it has the excavation explosion and the obliterating bolts.
Yeah, maybe. Unfortunately. Actually, I suppose if I had unearthed the combat carrier and you didn't have an escape there, you would have been dead. Actually.
That's true. But I always have an escape because it's my favorite card in the set.
But yeah, as I was going to say about red, we just didn't see a lot of red this week.
Although we'll be seeing one red list. Next one.
Would you happen to know the name of that list? Because
Squealer's list.
I brought Soldiers as the last list, dude. I thought I was supposed to play it.
Oh no! You should don't play my list.
But we'll just grab Squealer's list real quick.
Okay, sorry, I should have made that more clear. Yeah, what we usually do for these videos for our viewers is we also like to showcase the other top archetypes that showed up as well. Not for the whole video, but for a match. In this case, those last two decks we saw were top 3 deck. Okay, well, Jfish was playing his own version of White Black, but you know, White Black saw a 3-0 with Merkin, and then this next one is not a 3-0 because we only had 3 3-0s, but we got Squealer's red-green list, which I also faced against and won, although we really only played one game because game 2 he kept a 1-lander for some reason. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, we're having some trouble finding Squealer's list.
Here, I'll post it for you in the Discord. There you go. It's likely that Squealer probably kept a 1-lander though off Scrapyard Mutt, which, yeah, it's reasonable. Like, I wouldn't keep a 1-lander with Scrapyard Mutt, but like 2 lands and a Scrapyard Mutt, like, I'm just happy. I'd be happy with that. I have been happy with that in Limited. Okay, it is the final match. So yeah, uh, I guess I'll give a brief mention since I'm the one who actually played against this list. Yeah, so it's one of the red green play big artifact decks. Got a lot of big threats, but it also has like, and it has some decent early game plays as well. As I mentioned, Scrappy Work Mutt is phenomenal early game. Um, Especially against most aggro decks. Soldiers, not so much because it's got the instant speed stuff. But like Horn Stoneseeker, that's a great card. Um, yeah, Steel Seeker gives good amount of card advantage. Why are you using the AFR Evolving Wilds?
Just what I have listed.
Well, I'm technically using AFR Evolving Wilds as well, but mine are the actual dungeon modules.
Do you mean AFR? Do you mean AFR Forest?
Hey, there's a waterfall there. That means it's not a forest. It's a scrapwork mud. Oh, the combo with Saren Steelseeker, where if you get a land but you don't want a land, you can like put it in hand and then discard it to mutt. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, unfortunately that didn't happen.
I wonder why Saren Steelseeker has like a big snake on its card. What's going on there?
That is a good question that I don't have the answer to.
Lore nerds, post in the comments below what's going on. Yeah, I'll trade with that. I think Saren Steelseeker gives too much card advantage. No, my paratrooper. Hopefully Harbin. The first time I've gotten him down. Does this work? I'm not sure. That doesn't work, right? No. Okay. Ignore me, I'm dumb. Will Jayfish get a land? Tune in next week to find out. Let's see, what do you play? No, you do not have any, giant growths. but I'll still block there even if you have a Guy's Gift. Okay. But you don't. Are you going to be trying to aggro me out? You are! Oh no. Do you have another one in hand? You better not. Hmm. Okay, you are going to unearth it now. Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like I just need to find the bolt. So
Yeah, makes sense. Um, yeah. Oh no, it's more deck thinning. Yeah, or like a boulder branch golem. Are you going to? Oh no, you're not going to do it. Okay, I thought you were going to attack. Just hmm. Wait, let's see. You have how many guys? You have no more Guy's Gifts left, which means you have. If you had
it's
titanium.
unfortunate. My fences.
Sorry, what was that?
I was gonna say my plan for victory is to attack next turn, seeing as you won't know whether to not block or not. But if I'm out of Gaia's gifts, that won't do anything.
Okay, so you can't just swing for 3, so it might be safe to attack with both. You would get in for 2 and basically get the discard, so I could wait. Oh, there's no point. I'll hold back. That puts you on a lower amount of mana. If you do unearth the scrapwork mud.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of those
This matchup is one where you want to bring in stuff to deal with the big stuff. So we can take these out and bring these guys in.
There are 2 gifts in this deck list.
Yeah, there are 2, but they were both in your graveyard.
Oh.
I can do maths.
Yep, there they are. I only remembered seeing the one.
I think you got rid of one of them like way earlier in the game.
The question is here, do I bring in the Blast Zone? This is a land we talked a lot about in the review.
I still don't think it's good. But I mean, does do stuff on like X equals 2, but is that like worth bringing out? Like, what rares do you play again? Like, you play some good ones, right?
Yeah, the rares are Worm Coil and
Titania's good.
Gaia's Command. Titania, Gaia, one of them.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of Blast Zone at all. What else do I want to do? I think just bring it like this. Okay. Nope, I can't keep a 6-lander in an aggro deck. Yes, this I can keep. I can gladly keep this. I'll go with that. Get something. Let's go recruitment. Oh, and no scrapyard bot. Let's go. Do you have okay, that stuff. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you trade for my 1 drop, I'm fine with that. Oh no, it's a big boy. Gotta use my disenchant on that. Mammoth spiders gonna.
No.
Okay.
Tricky. If only there was some kind of 2-mana instant speed removal spell for this.
Yeah, you would still get like. It wouldn't matter. You still get like 2 big boys.
Like big boys. I would still get 2 worms. I don't know if these worms have alternate arts either, so I want this thing to die.
Oh yeah, you already got the.
I wouldn't
completed
think
the
they
mission.
would.
You already got the.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still going through that.
Yeah, I haven't started the Urza one yet.
No, I'm not gonna do that. There's no like cards I want for that.
No. I might have to relook at it then, because I don't know. I figured there'd be something on there. But
here's
you usually do the more research than I do.
A nice little thing you can do. And ta-da! You don't gain 6 life. Okay, well, fine, sure, whatever. Be that way. Swinging in for 1. Let's go. If you have Guy's Gift, I'm going to be so upset. Yeah, I can't win. Yeah, Worm Coil is basically the card that can beat me. And now you're sculpting your draws to be good. I get to do the trick again. And I get to flash him out. Let's go. Sure, I'll start hitting. Maybe my Survivor of Corliss can draw me into something. I don't know. Do I even have anything that can take down Wormcoil Engine? Oh my god, you're back up to 18.
I mean, what's her name? The Field of Artery will probably outvalue it.
Yeah, that's true, but then you could just hold back your Wormcoil. Fine. Can't do anything. No, I need to... Bottom. Yeah, it ain't gonna help me. Yep, taking 7. Okay. If you have Guy's Gift, then that's bad. Okay, yep, okay. Yep, no meaning that. Okay, yeah, Wormcoil is one of those cards that is definitely going to be banned in Curiosity. Like, maybe not, like, soon, but, like, eventually. Eventually it will be banned. Okay, well, let's go on the aggro plan. Okay, well, I made you use an obliterating bolt, so I'm fine with that. Let's go with Wingfoot Mando now. Oh yeah, you can't do anything. I have Mural. That's right.
Yep. Forgot about that again.
Yeah, that's a strong ability. Like, it's deceptively powerful. Let's go. I actually have the prison sentence on time. Ooh.
Yep, oh boy.
Okay. Well, I think that helps showcase that Blue White Soldiers is a beastly deck. Like, the deck is insanely powerful, and I think we will expect to see some bans from the list. Do you think it will see uncommon bans? I know in the set review you thought so. Do you think that still holds?
Yeah, I think Officer will get hit, but that's because it's a key piece and that and the less than 30, so I think it will show up enough weeks.
Yeah. And I mean, also in Red White Aggro, we'll play Recruitment Officer as well. So yeah. Okay. So there we go. There is Blue White Soldiers. Yeah, I guess we're going to see a lot of that in the upcoming weeks. We'll see if anybody is able to build the counter to it, or if it will be like Walls was last season and it's uncounterable. Well, actually, there was Soul Tech Control last season. That was good against it. Anyways, there we have it. Thank you, Jayfish, for joining us. And are you ready to do the outro little freestyle?
Vaguely, I'm supposed to freestyle something. All right, well, let's try. Eventually, I'll get used to it.
Okay. Next week now.
Yeah, right. I'm supposed to say that part.
Yes.
Next week now.
Okay.
Now being from when you said now.
Okay. Well, see y'all next week. Bye.